Welcome back to the CSG Engineering Society YouTube CAD video series. In this video, we're just going to constrain the fidget spinner correctly, and we're just going to check that it rotates in the correct fashion as well. Okay. Now, each component, when you load them in, they have 6 degrees of freedom. So for example, this body over here, I can move it this way, that's 1, this way, that's 2, this way, 3, and I can rotate it there, there, and there. Okay, those are 6 degrees of freedoms. And by the end of you constraining and making your final and your assembled fidget spinner, you have reduced the degrees of freedom of most of your components. It won't always be 0, but some of your components might end up being 0. For example, the bearing over here, that bearing can't move at all, it can't rotate either, so that has 0 degrees of freedom. Okay, I'm going to correctly align everything for now. So I'll select this surface of the cover and this surface of the bearing. I'm going to select this surface of the body and this surface of the bearing. I'm going to select this surface on the bearing and this surface on the cover, and I'm now going to select this surface on the ring, this surface on the body, this surface on the ring, this surface on the cover, sorry, on the body, this surface on the ring, and this surface on the body. Okay, now if everything is good, I should be able to move this and nothing should fall out. Okay, right now, okay, that's okay. So that tells me that I haven't concentrically aligned the center of the body to the center of the bearing. We need to do that now. Let's mate the surface, mate this surface. Sorry, align these two surfaces. Oh, okay. So it's kind of just split off. That just tells me that I didn't concentrically align any of the rings as well to the body, and that's what I need to do now as well. So this surface and this surface are concentrically aligned. This surface and this surface are concentrically aligned, and this surface and this surface are concentrically aligned. Now, what we can do is we can rotate again, just try and error, isn't it? Just keep trying and seeing when do you get the right motion. Okay, so that's fine, that's fine. Can I spin this around? I can spin it around, and the center of the bearing, the center of the fidget spinner, which is the bearing, is not moving out of its place, which means that everything has been constrained in the correct way. Okay. Now, if you want to hide the constrain icons, what you can do is you can go onto view, go onto show hide, and then go and hide the extended constraints. Like so. Okay. All nice and neat. Now, I'm just going to show you what happens if you add a couple wrong constraints. So for example, I will say that the distance between this surface and this surface, I don't know why it's doing that. I wanted it to be a vertical distance, to be honest. Will it let me do that? Okay. Anyways, let me just put a random number here. Okay. Okay, so if you ever have a red constraint, you can either just solve it by just deleting it, or just going over to the left over here and just seeing which constraints are inconsistent. Now, because we know that the distance mate is the wrong one, we can just tell, okay, that's what we should delete. So we can either delete it through here, or what we can do is we can just press Ctrl Z. Okay. If you also if you make a mistake during the mates as well, you can also just press Ctrl Z as well. So for example, let's say I mate this surface with this surface. Okay, and what's going on is that this ring is trying to be on the same plane as this surface over here, but right now I try to force it to be on this plane instead. So that's what's inconsistent right now, and so you kind of have to just choose which one you want to keep. But since I know that I don't want the ring to move to this plane, I'm gonna just delete the one I just added right now, and that solves everything else. Okay. Make these two. Can I spin this again? Can I spin it again? I'll move that ring actually. There we go, I can spin it around. Perfect, nothing falls out. And now I'll hide it again as well. Hide, there we go. It's all hidden. So yeah, that's how we also just verify and just check that our fidget spinner is correctly constrained. In the following videos, each of the assemblies will become more and more complex. So either it'll look more difficult, or either it'll just involve a lot more constraints overall. Okay, all right, thank you.